laying next to Bae. He say something's off. Something stink in the room. It smell like, Bae? I don't know. Kind of smell like fish. What's up, y'all? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin', twin? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany Michelle, and if you do not know me, you're gonna want to get to know me very soon. I think I just found my intro. But anyway, today we are doing a hygiene haul. All the products that I use and what works for me, from my skin, teeth, shaving, body wash, perfumes, scrubs. We're doing it all. And so I don't expect you guys to jump on the bandwagon and all the stuff that I use. This is just what works for me. If you want to try some of the products, feel free to do that. Because the last thing we need is to be with our man and our man tells us we stink. My man will surely do that, but it's never happened because I don't never stink because I use these products. All right, y'all, yeah, so we're gonna jump off and get into these products. What I'm gonna do is start from head to toe when it goes from breath, skin, body, and etc. Alright, y'all. So you all up on your man, kissing your man. He tell you back up. Your breath stink. We can't have that, sis. So these are the products that I use. Now I already have a pack open in my closet, but I go the Reach toothbrushes and I get mediums because I don't want it too soft to where it don't do nothing, but I don't want it too hard to where it irritates my gums. So I get medium and it does the job. It does the job. Now there's 6 of these. I change mine out every month and a half, and so these never fail. And who don't like a little tooth guard, a good tooth guard? Because you never know what can happen to your toothbrush when you're not watching. Trust me, it's happened before. Okay, ended up on the floor. How my toothbrush ended up on the floor? I still want to know who got my toothbrush on the floor. But anyway, they got toothbrush guards, which is great for traveling. Now I have 2 different toothpastes. One's a morning toothpaste and one's a night toothpaste with fluoride in it that I keep in my mouth overnight so that I don't catch cavities. And this one is prescriptive. My daytime is the Colgate Total with charcoal in it. Love this toothpaste. It's not really a minty smell, and if I'm being honest, it kind of tastes terrible, especially when you go ahead and mouthwash in the morning. I don't like the taste, and so this right here does the job, and I like it. Now my nighttime toothpaste, I use the Colgate Prevident 5000 Plus. Now it has fluoride in it, and my doc says that when I go ahead and brush my teeth at night, spit as much of it as I can out, but then let the rest of the fluoride sit in my mouth. Not supposed to drink, eat, none of that. Like, this is for when I'm doing nothing else with my mouth. This will be the last thing I do when I go to bed. So, prescription strength toothpaste. You can only get this toothpaste at the doctor. You can't get it in store. So if you feel like you want to go the extra mile and protect your mouth from cavities, this right here is where to go. So who doesn't like a cavity-free mouth? Next, I have the floss that I use. Again, the Reach. This is just string floss. Put on your finger. So any floss does the job really, but I just use Reach. Ooh, because we don't want food sticking in your teeth and you kissing all on your man. Next thing you know, he got a little piece of pork chop on the front of his tooth. How we get there, sis? Because you didn't floss. You didn't floss. Next, I have the final product for my mouth, which is the TheraBreath. And I really haven't used this. Like, I've seen people on the YouTubes that I watch buy it, absolutely love it, says it works better than any Listerine, Crest, any type of mouthwash. So I decided to give it a try. Before this, I had Listerine. Listerine was good when it gave you minty fresh breath. It was getting anything it needed to get, but I just feel like so many other people love this. There's a reason, and so I'm gonna hop on the bandwagon because I want my breath to be as fresh as possible. So yeah, I'm really excited to try this out. My baby ain't never said my breath stank, and he will never say that my breath stank because I use these products. All right, y'all, the next thing on my list is face. Now, I have very sensitive skin, very sensitive skin. Like anything can break me out, as you can see. If you can't see it, it's there. I've been put on to some new products. Is it working? I think it's working. My face washes that I use are the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser. And so I feel like this one is like a more sud soap, like it produces more suds. And I feel like when it produces more suds, it's actually like getting deep in there. I like it. Cleanses and removes oil without disrupting protective skin barrier. Now I'm not gonna lie, after using this, because I washed my face twice with 2 different CeraVe soaps, after using this, my face is already stripped of any oils. Like my job requires me to get dirty. Like I come home with fuel, soot, dirt, just dirty. And so I need a soap that gets in there, and if it strips the bad and the good, that's okay, because I'll just replenish it with the facial oils and the stuff that I use to regain the oil back. I have no problems so far. So the next one, we have the CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser. So like I said, that other facial cleanser stripped me of everything. This one's bringing the hydration back, and I really do feel like it does that. Now, the suds, there are no suds with this. It's just a straight soap. Put it on there, wash. You might need a good amount because it doesn't go a long way. It doesn't stretch a long way. Not for me, at least. Like, I like to see suds, but this one just doesn't produce suds. And so the other facial cleanser is the first one I use to get everything off, to strip me down. This one, I bring the hydration back. And as you can see, it doesn't produce as much suds as the first one did. But all the same, I love it. So it does its job. It brings back hydration. And then when I go ahead and put my oils on and everything like that, my face definitely does look better. So I will keep using it. This is just what I use. I love it. Next, now after I'm done washing my face, I use my hydrating micellar water. Is that how you pronounce it? Micellar? But yeah, I use the CeraVe micellar water to go ahead and strip everything that I missed from my face. And so I get behind my ears, in front of my ear, I scrub my forehead, because no matter how many times I wash my forehead, I will always miss something on my forehead. This works. I love it. I feel like it gives me a nice final touch to my face. Cleansing. I know when I hit my pillow and I wake up in the morning, I ain't gonna see no dirt marks. And I'll tell you that. But yeah, it's a gentle face cleanser. I love it. Next. After I've done all my face washes, now it's time to reapply the oils that were stripped off my face. And so, like I said, because I have sensitive skin, anything can break me out. I do not play when it comes to the oils and the lotions that go on my face. I just don't play. And so I get the hydrocortisone 10. Any hydrocortisone works, but I just get the 10. The ultra moisturizing one at that. I like the cream. Some kind of come in a Vaseline. I like the cream, because if I use the Vaseline, then that kind of does the job for my oils, because I don't want to put too much oil on my face. I just put a dime drop of this in my hand, put it on my face. Good. That's it. Next, I go ahead with my actual facial oil, and I have the cocoa butter formula with vitamin E skin therapy for face. I have the oil, face oil. Really good. I love it. All you need is like a little dot, like 3 dots of this, and you're good. 1, 2, 3 on your hand, put it on your face, and you're good. I love it. I don't want to put too much oils on my face. We already said that because it's true. Next, I don't really put it on my lips or my brows, and I really do feel like those spots are key for me. Those are my eyes, because those are the first parts that dry out the fastest overnight, are my lips and my eyelids. Crazy or not, it might sound crazy, but believe it. This is the only lip balm I use. The only lip balm I use. Aquifer. People use it for their tattoos, for rashes, itches. It's like Vaseline. It just works for me. Put a little dime piece, put it on my lip. Boom. And that is the only spots I hit up with this, because like I said, we already use the face oil to get our face. We don't need anything on our cheeks. Every now and again, I might put it on my eyebrows, but that's just if I accidentally squirted too much. That's just accidentally if I put too much on my hands and I need another place to put it, so I just put it on my eyebrows. Every now and again my forehead. But now, when cleaning my ears, I do use Q-tips. I know a lot of people say don't use Q-tips, it pushes the wax in your ear instead of bringing it out, but I'm not fancy like y'all and get these little suction cuppy ear thingies. These do the job just fine, and it's good to have Q-tips because they can be used for anything. So we did our breath, we did our face. Now we're getting into the nitty gritty. We're gonna talk about her. Everybody know who her is. We're gonna talk about Miss Ma'am. Then we're gonna talk about body, essentially, like body washing. And so you lay next to Bae. He say something's off, something stink in the room. What does it smell like, Bae? He said, I don't know, kind of smell like fish. Everybody know what's it smell like fish. They obviously point to a woman. And if it's you and him in a room, and you're the only woman in the room, and he ain't had no fish, so it'll smell like that. And so these are the products that I use to keep her clean. Now, I've seen everybody hop on the honey pot wagon, and I used to use Summer's Eve, and honestly, I felt like Summer's Eve didn't get the clean. It just stripped me of my natural oils and juices that she produces. And so honey pot definitely gets in there for me. Sensitive foaming wash, because once again, anything can throw her pH off, and so I use honey pot only for down there. I have a separate washcloth for her, a whole separate washcloth just for her. It works for me, works for my man. Can't go wrong with honey pot. Now the next thing I use for my body, this is a typical get home from work, I'm ready to get clean, I want to get clean, honey. Today was a bad day. I go in with my bar soap. Now I use bar soap first for everything because I just feel like it strips me of all the dirt, all the bad oils, all the fuel that's got on my skin, everything. It just strips it down, strips it off completely. I like it. A lot of people don't really like using bar soaps because of that. It will strip you of all oils, good and bad, but that's how I know I'm 100% clean. Legs, arms, stomach, bottom, everything is just clean. Next, since we use the Cucumber Moisture, we're just gonna go ahead and use the liquid soap from Dove. And well, both of the products were from Dove, but I absolutely love this smell. Like, behind the camera is actually my cucumber lotion that I use if I want to be all fancy in that. But working days, we just want to get clean, get moisturized, and go to bed. This right here, after you use the bar soap, clean. So fresh and so clean, clean. I keep saying clean because that's how it just makes me. Yeah, I use a liquid soap. I love it. After a bar soap wash, go ahead with your liquid soap. I don't know, it just makes the smell last longer. Like, am I tripping? Now, when I'm using my Dove soap, I go ahead, for my body, I go ahead and use my loofah. Now, my loofah, it does its job. It gets dead skin, but it's just rough. And so I use it every now and again, I'm not gonna lie. Every now and again, I take a washcloth and I just use the washcloth. Not my Miss Ma'am washcloth, but this does do its job. So now, my special days are where I shave, where I scrub, where I use a different soap just to set the mood. And I use Olay. This smells so good. It is the Olay Retinol B3 Cleansing and Renewing Nighttime Body Wash. And I really do feel like this is for the nighttime, because after you use this, you're gonna be tired. You're gonna smell great, but it's gonna put you at ease. And I use it for my body and it just leaves my body smelling so good. So this is my special. This would be like a Reset Sunday body wash. This is what I use for my Reset Sundays. And while it's a special day, I do all my face masks, I do all my shavings. Now I don't shave. I know I just said it, but I don't shave. I use Nair. I don't trust myself enough to get Miss Ma'am in all her crevices, all her lumps and rumps. I can't get deep in there like that. So I just go ahead and use my Nair, and this is the one I use. So this is the Nair Sensitive Formula Bikini Cream. I don't use just the Sensitive Formula Nair for down there. I use the Bikini Cream specifically for Miss Ma'am. Now, the only downside to this is that it only lasts about like week and a half, 2 weeks, but I don't use it that often because I don't need to. My boyfriend is out of town, and so when he's out of town, I go ahead, rejuvenate, because it is a chemical. It is a chemical, and I know that's where ladies draw the line, but it works for me. It don't last as long as a wax or a shave. I feel like a shave lasts about the same, 1.5, 2 weeks. Now, I love my waxes, but let's say this is on occasion because, like I said, when he's out of town, I go ahead, clear everything up, calm down. I don't use this. I let it grow and I trim as I need to. But yeah, it doesn't burn. It's specifically made for that area. It just does not burn. I love her. I love it. All you gotta do is take a washcloth, wipe it with some cold water, and you're done. Well, you gotta get in the shower and wipe it off and clean it off. But after that, you're done. That's it. Next on my body, for when I go ahead and strip the hair off my body, I don't say I can't say shave because I don't shave. I go ahead and take the hair off my body. I use the Nair Sensitive Formula. Now it's a shower powder. I never tried it in the shower. I always just take a wet washcloth, wipe it on my legs, then I go ahead, squirt a few pumps of this, get my leg nice saturated, cover with Nair. I just let it sit, do its job like regular Nair. It's made specifically for sensitive skin. If I mess up and I go ahead and use regular Nair and put it on my legs, it will burn. It will burn. And if I touch in the back areas where the eczema used to be, it may not be there now, but if I put it in the back where they used to be, it would burn. And so I go ahead and use the sensitive cream, and it does the job without any problems. It's made specifically for me and specifically for ladies who have sensitive skin areas. Now that we've done body wash, shaving, now it's time to get into my favorite scrub. I have so many scrubs, but this is my favorite, which is funny because this was the first ever body scrub that I used, and it's the Tree Hut Shea Sugar Scrub and Moroccan Rose. Smells good as hell. So I use it after I shave, and I have no problems, no ingrown hairs, no bumps, lumps, crumps, nothing like that on Miss Ma'am or my legs. But I have no problems. I get everywhere with this. You can get everywhere with this. Obviously, I don't put it in Miss Ma'am, but I get around Miss Ma'am. Works just fine, works miracles on my skin. I get all nice and smooth. I'm just rubbing on my skin, the way it feels on the sheets. I just love it. So this is my favorite one. I have a bunch more, but she is my favorite. So on my special days, when I just got done shaving, I go ahead and I get my Neutrogena body oil. Moves almost like water. Almost like water. It's very thin. It's a thin oil. Go ahead and put it on my hands. Rub it against my other hand, and I go ahead and I hit up Miss Ma'am and my bottom because we shaved it. I don't want too much of a thick oil down there. I just want to bring back the moisture on Miss Ma'am. Not in Miss Ma'am, on Miss Ma'am and her friend behind me. And so, works great, does its job, love it. Next, I go ahead and lotion up, moisturize like I do on a regular. This is my best friend. Now it actually is, it's not too thin to where it doesn't really get in your skin and moisturize your skin, but it's not too thick to where you step outside and you're immediately sweating because you got so much clogging your pores. One drop stretches a long way. Now when I put this on, I also go ahead with my body oil from Vaseline. Same product, just lotion and oil. Put them together and it stretches a long way. And you smell good. You smell like cocoa butter. Like, who doesn't like cocoa butter? And then when I step out in the sun, I'm very glowy. I look sun-kissed, and so can't go wrong with either one of these. Now, because this might not be my summer, well, this will definitely be for the summer, but I don't know, I might have to go with a lighter oil during the summer because I don't want to sweat so much, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't clog my pores, but it definitely keeps me moisturized to the point where in the summertime I will sweat. Now I don't sweat because it's cold, but in the summertime I will sweat. So I might not use this one in particular. I might start using the Neutrogena with this during the summertime, but she works wonders, y'all. They both together work wonders. I finally did my lotioning, moisturizing, all that's good. Now because, I don't want to boast, but because my bottom is so big, it chafes. I go ahead and use my baby powder. Now I use the Equate Pure Cornstarch baby powder. I'm not seeing that it has talc in it, talcum powder, but if it does, then I will definitely change it. It helps with chafing. It's just all around better for me. And so I did all that. I'm all fresh and so clean. Now it's time where I smell good. I don't know, I get a lot of compliments saying I smell good, and this is just all I use, really. I use the vanilla perfume from Target. Believe it or not, it smells so good. It's like a womany smell. It smells like vanilla. Yeah, that's the one. But yeah, as the months go on, obviously I'm gonna get some more fruity smells, and I have more behind the camera. There's more fruity Victoria's Secret smells, but those aren't my favorite, and I didn't want to show those today. So next I have the Aeropostale Blushing. This smells so good. It's another grown woman smell. I wouldn't say it smells fruity, but it's definitely, I don't know, it sits between more of a vanilla vibe and a fruity smell. It's like a mix of both of them, and it makes it a woman smell, and I love it so much. And I put it on before I go to bed. I do wear perfume before I go to bed because I just want to feel classy. I just love perfumes, and I want to go collect more. I want to get more perfumes on the expensive side, like my Chanel's and my Tom Fords and all that jazz. So I will go to Macy's one day and we'll get some more expensive perfumes. But today's not gonna be that day. That is my hygiene haul that I have for you guys. Like I said again, what works for you works for you. Don't stop doing what works for you. This is just what I do and what works for me. If I helped you out, comment and tell me what I helped you out on, what I put you on to, the facts that you didn't know, or give me some facts, some tips, some pointers, because it's never a bad thing to change up your hygiene for the better. It's never a bad thing. That is it for my hygiene haul. I love you guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna be popping them out, not like babies. That's what I almost said. I'm not popping them out like babies. Ain't no kids here. I'm popping them out like corn, boy. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.